Good morning! This is where we are going to have breakfast every morning during our visit to Hong Kong. We have different options included along with coffee or tea. Today I ordered the ham and cheese sandwich and it was really delicious. Good morning from Hong Kong. Jet lag has hit hard and I've been awake since 2:30 a.m. But we have already had breakfast. The breakfast is quite good. In a while, we will leave to Kowloon. First we will go to the optician so Mr. 8 can get new glasses. And then Wong Tai Sin Temple, Hong Kong, Nathan Road, Ladies Street Market, Temple Street, and finally the Symphony of Lights show. So we have a great day ahead of us. This is the Tin Hau area, which is very quiet for now as it is quite early in the morning. We are already in Kowloon. We have arrived very quickly by metro, and our first stop is an optician that my parents have been coming to for many years and that has been open for more than 30 years. We are at Wong Tai Sin Temple. This is one of the most popular temples in Hong Kong, known for granting all wishes that are asked for. The temple has an area of 18,000 square meters and houses the Taoist, Buddhist and Confucianist religions. This temple was created to honor the monk Wong Tai Sin, to whom different miracles and making the impossible come true are attributed. Therefore, thousands of people come to this temple every day to ask for help in difficult problems to solve, in addition to knowing their future. At the entrance of the temple, we are greeted by the 12 sculptures of the animals of the Chinese zodiac. We can see some more worn sides in the sculptures as people touch them to ask for wishes or luck. As I mentioned before, thousands of people come here every day to perform in front of the main altar, the Cow Sim, a divination practice that consists of shaking a tube filled with bamboo fortune sticks, which are numbered from 1 to 100, while concentrated on the question they are seeking an answer to, until one falls to the ground. Each stick has an associated story that, when interpreted by one of the temple's fortune tellers, allow one to find an answer to their query and glimpse their future. The temple is very colorful and you can find people praying at the altars and making offerings to the different gods that are represented in them. One of the most relaxing places in this temple is the Goldfish Garden, which was built to commemorate the temple's 17th anniversary. A small labyrinth of corridors, bridges and pagodas with ponds full of fish and turtles, which contrast with the tall buildings that surround it. After a good walk through Wong Tai Sin Temple, it is time to recharge with a good meal. Jade Garden is a restaurant chain that we like very much, and this particular restaurant is right next to the temple, inside the shopping center that you find as soon as you leave the subway. One of the things that can define Hong Kong is its markets, and today we visit some of them. We are at the Goldfish Market on Tuen Choi Street. According to Feng Shui, fish tanks attract good luck, in addition to symbolizing the constant flow of abundance. And this is where you can buy all kinds of fish and other sea creatures. Very close to here we can also visit the bird market and the flower market. This might be one of the most classic markets that we can visit in Hong Kong. Here we find products as diverse as clothing and footwear, toys, cosmetics, bags and suitcases, and of course all kinds of souvenirs. Temple Street is another of the best known markets in Hong Kong. Right now it looks calmer because when it's most lively is at sunset. When night falls, the light of all the stalls come on and its streets are filled with people who stroll among its stalls and dine in some of the restaurants or food stalls that you can find in these streets. Since this market is quite well known and frequented by tourists, prices are somewhat inflated. So do not forget to haggle if you buy something to get a discount on the market price. Kowloon has some of the best markets in Hong Kong and they are open until night. In fact, some of them are most active at night and it is the best time to visit. In them you can find all kinds of souvenirs, clothes, shoes, suitcases, toys. Here you can try to haggle a little and get a better price than the one initially marked, although it is not as intense or effective as haggle as in other cities like Cairo. This is the largest temple dedicated to the goddess Tin Hau in Kowloon and is located in the Temple Street area. Even before entering the temple, you can already smell the large incense spirals that hang from its ceiling and are lit throughout the day. Tin Hau is the celestial queen and is the Taoist goddess of the sea who protects fishermen and sailors. Access to temples in Hong Kong is free. However, they always appreciate a donation. Ladies' Market can be considered the busiest and most important market in Hong Kong. In addition, it was the first street market to receive accreditation for street vending. Originally in the 70s, this market only offered things for women, hence its name. Although one of the things that Ladies' Market is best known for is its streets full of street food stalls. Later in the afternoon, all these stalls open and offer snacks such as stinky tofu, fish balls, egg waffles, tripe or day squares. It's snack time and we decided to stop at this cafe to eat two of the most typical and classic Hong Kong snacks, the egg tart and the pineapple bun. Our last stop in Kowloon is the Bay Area, as we want to see the Symphony of Lights. Although observing the fog there is, I'm afraid that it will not be seen well at all. From this part of the Victoria Dockside, we have a very good view of the skyline of the Hong Kong buildings. This area is known as the Avenue of Stars. You can find several monuments and commemorations in it that honor different celebrities from the Hong Kong film industry. One of the best known and most visited is the statue of Bruce Lee. In addition, you can see and touch the more than 100 handprints of Hong Kong celebrities and scan the QR code on its plaque to learn more about the lives and work of these people. As it is early, we take the opportunity to take a walk along the entire promenade and enter to take a walk through the K11 Musea. K11 Musea was an ambitious project that opened its doors in August 2019 and had a budget of 2.6 billion euros. It occupies more than 200,000 square meters of space with 10 floors and 4,500 square meters of vegetation. It houses more than 250 world-renowned brands, in addition to the largest MoMA design store in Asia and the first Fortune & Mason's store outside the UK. The Symphony of Lights take place every day at 8 p.m. It is the light and sound show that more than 40 buildings form. This show has been named by Guinness World Records as the largest permanent light and sound show in the world. Throughout these almost 15 minutes, the show shows 5 different themes: the awakening, the growth of Hong Kong, the energy, its strength, the heritage with its culture and traditions, the cooperation, it is the union of the two parts of the bay in one, and the celebration with the prosperous future of the city. At the end of the show, we return to Causeway Bay to take a walk and have a quick dinner, since it is already a bit late and we have had a long and beautiful day. Tomorrow we have another big day planned. See you then!